Sanctifying grace, the only lamp that flashes in the darkness of this world. Lies create darkness. In Revelation 12:9, Satan is portrayed as the great dragon deceiving the whole world, reinforcing his global role in spreading falsehood and misinformation. His nature enslaves the world, infecting human hearts with deceit. Corruption today affects every part of society, including the media, schools, government, science, religion, courts, and even elections. This corruption has also seeped into every form of communication, making it increasingly difficult to discern the truth. We can no longer take what we see, read, or hear at face value without the fear of being deceived. Pat Higgins 2025 Will Deceive Many, Part 1, forerunnercgg.org. The Truths of God. Amos Young in 2009 in his journal article "The Light Shines in the Darkness, Johannine Dualism and the Challenge for Christian Theology of Religions Today," maintained that Christian Testament regards salvation as a process of coming out of darkness into the light. Jesus identifies himself as the light of the world, saying also, "Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness but will have the light of life." 8:12:46. And as the light, Jesus admonishes in 11:35-36 to his listeners, "The light is with you for a little longer. Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you." Darkness represents the absence of truth. Satan's kingdom is a kingdom of belief, not of experiential knowledge. Belief in lies. Jesus told Paul that the purpose of his preaching would be to open people's eyes so that they may turn from darkness to light and from the dominion of Satan to God. Acts 26:18. The black lamps of our world. The lamps of this world are radiating only light that leads to the darkness of their own makers, namely politicians, world leaders, or corporations whose oil sustaining their lamps is dirty and corrupt. And these lamps are the worldwide media, social media, and all forms of human communication that are not shining through the sacred oil of the Holy Spirit. Dishonest speakers and communicators manipulate our societies, exaggerating half-truths on a daily basis. They ruin human interactions with harm and discord, misdirecting information that portray views and scenarios designed to entice fear and frustration on their listeners and their readers, and to make them to assume and accept as normal, hedonist, unnatural, and ideological abominations for their lives. And who is behind these corrupt and irresponsible human beings and their unethical and crooked companies? Satan. We need a helper, a counselor, a guide for the spiritually blind. And where do we go from here? Destination our hearts, and our mission to purify our hearts so it can become a pure abode where the Holy Spirit will dwell within as our counselor, guide, helper, and protector. Jesus Christ, our light and grace from God. Jacob Coleman, in 2011 professor of the Pentecostal Theological Institute of Bucharest, Romania, in his academic paper Light and Grace, 2 Christian Metaphors, share several interesting insights about divine and human light and grace, maintaining that light and grace function as a means of communication between God and humanity because God is light and grace. Light and grace come from Christ, the one who is light and grace, and the effects of light and grace are determined by Christ, the mediator himself. Saint Augustine of Hippo believed that divine grace fights to overcome the inner tendency of people to turn away from God, and that it works by degrees enlightening people. Sanctifying grace allows our souls to light the way for us. If we are not full of God's grace, the world we live in owns us for good. In this state, there is no salvation, insight, nor protection for us and our families from the snares of the evil one and his human demons. Davalos 2025, The Grace of God and Our Faith in This World, page 3.